Stravate.
And welcome back to our little Bulgarian adventure.
Well, halfway through December, nearly at Christmas, and it's still quite cold.
Yeah, it's definitely been chilly. And still quite a lot of grey days for us.
Yes.
But we have had a couple of days of sunshine.
So it's not all been bad.
And we started our week by going to Palamazza.
Yes, it was their Christmas bazaar on Sunday morning.
And very nice it was too.
It was. We got a few bits and pieces. We got a delicious curry. Oh.
Yeah.
I know curry's not overly Christmassy, but it was lovely.
Caribbean curry, but it was beautiful.
With coconut rice. Yeah. Met up with a few people. Good to see you all. You know who you are. And so yes, after that we thought, okay, let's see what we could do on a grey week. And then the sun came out. So we made the most of Monday when the sun did come out. I did a little job that we've actually taken only 4 years to get around to doing. This is what we did. Well, the sun has finally come out. We've had day after day of rain and cloudy days, so we can finally get outside and get on with some of the jobs that we need to do. Now, one of the jobs I need to do is sort out the mud in the compound here. It's been raining for about a week and a half now, which means we're very muddy down here. Now we've got some hay up in the hay loft, which we're going to lay across the mud to help soak some of it up and give us a walkway. So first things first, I've got to get the hay out of the loft and down here. So while the sun's shining, let's make hay. This is what it looks like up in the hay loft. We've got this large pile of hay that's been left here for many years. It's quite compact and useless for anything other than putting on the ground. So we're going to use that to give us a walkway and dryish areas in the mud. So my first job is to get it out of here and down into the main barn. Well, that's all the stuff down from upstairs. Now I've got to just tidy it up down here and spread it on the mud so that the dogs and I have somewhere that we can walk without slipping all over the place. And this is the hayloft now that I've finished doing all the clearing out and sorting. There's still a big pile of rubbish there to get rid of, but until we know where it's going, it might as well stay there and stay dry. But this has now become a usable space. I need to sort the floor out up here, but that's just one job that I'll get round to in probably next year. And from up here you can see where I've put the hay. I put a whole load along the front of the barn here, and then I did myself a pathway across the small compound and a load of hay outside the kennels. Now you can see the mud soaked into it already, but it's making a huge difference on how slippery it is as I cross the compound. It's also quite interesting me being in the barn apparently. I've got myself a bit of an audience, so wait to see exactly what I'm doing because they're not used to seeing me up here. But I'll be down in a minute, fellas. Another reason for me doing the hayloft now is so that I can get up here and sort out these holes along the ridge line of the barn. Now the roof's too dangerous for me to go on the outside, and it won't let me, but I think I can probably do most of the repairs from in here. So now that I've got some room to stand and work and I know what I'm dealing with, hopefully next week with some decent weather I can patch this up to see us through winter and then take a proper look at it next year. So I'm going to leave that there. I think that's a job well done.
Yeah, so you can see from that the barn roof isn't in the best condition. We've known that's needed doing for as long as it's taken me to do the hayloft clearance. But really we ought to get it watertight to stop any more damage, and then we can look at it properly next year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a very safe roof at the moment though.
I'm not allowed on it. They won't let me.
But yes, I managed to get my plants in on Monday as well.
Yes.
We bought at the trading fair on Palamarza.
Trays and trays of them. Well, trays.
Didn't buy trays and trays, but sweet williams and violas.
So they've been going in as well. So we have been getting on with outside work when we can. But everything came to a stop on Wednesday. Well, Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
Why
We had
was that?
visitors.
We did have visitors.
Yeah, it was lovely. We had Ivan and Teresa and Dexter
Of course.
down for the evening, and it was really good.
It was. We did a lot of testing and comparing. Slow gins, beers, wines, meads, and we also sampled some of Ivan's cheese.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, if you want to know how that went, you'll have to watch their channel.
Yeah.
I'll stick a link somewhere, and in the next week or so, I'd imagine, that'll be coming out and you can see what went on.
Yeah, it was a really good night. A very late night though.
For some of us. Yeah.
Some of us.
But good time was had by all, as ever.
Yes. I'm not so sure about Thursday. I think we all felt a little bit
Fragile, yes.
a little bit fragile on Thursday morning. I'd say that was a safe bet.
I think so.
But recovered this morning, I feel.
Oh yes, yeah.
It didn't take a whole day.
Something else we've been doing this week is, we actually started last week, our Christmas decorations. Now, we went out and picked the stuff to do them, and as you know, Lynn's in charge of decorating, because she's better at it than I am. Well, this is what we've done, or this is what she's done.
Today we have a bit of a rarity. The clouds have parted and we have blue skies. Now, this is the ideal opportunity to get out and get the stuff we need to do our Christmas decorations. And those of you who have seen before, we usually use some sort of natural thing in there, usually pine, and this is where we get it. These trees are obviously local pine trees. They've got pine cones. There's some juniper trees here. It's all the sort of stuff that we like to put as the main structure of our Christmas decorations. This is the road that bypasses our village, and you can see Lynn over there just foraging away for the stuff she's going to use. I'm here basically as the driver, and she's the creative director.
Yeah, so we're starting to feel a lot more Christmassy now,
Yes.
and hopefully the cats won't take them down too quickly.
They will take them down, obviously. But, we're hoping for at least a day or two.
Yeah, they're fascinated by the lights,
Yeah.
and they definitely think that's something they should chew on.
Yeah, like you do.
Not a good idea when it's plugged into the mains, so we're trying to deter that. But
Yeah.
apart from that, it's all going quite well.
Yes. So the Christmas music's playing. We're looking at our Christmas food is almost all complete and ready. We are almost ready for Christmas. We've been looking at the weather forecast, as we do quite a lot here, and it looks like next week's going to be nicer than this week's been.
Bit more sunshine, hopefully.
Hope so. Temperatures over there are a bit colder, but sunshine, that's the important part.
Yeah.
We're missing that.
We don't mind the cold,
No.
but I don't like the grey days.
No. But it looks like we may have some proper sunshine days next week, so should be able to get out and do some more stuff. But until that, it's time for us to say,
Stay safe.
be well,
Doskoro.
do skoro.